Okay, I'm here now. Do you have the room details?
They're sending me the room details now. I'm gonna throw off us as live and do some pre-game speculation. I've already actually started the stream, but I just had back music in the background.
Oh, okay.
So I'll go ahead and do that. All right. Alrighty. Yeah, stream's going. So we've got Btrain, who's got a current 5-0 record. Both of these are first match though, so these are just pools records, but still 5-0 is very impressive. Syrus, Shovel and Shield, and Remiliss is what he's bringing to the table, and then Hyakinthus, who is bringing Propeller Knight, Seijun, and Seviper.
Yeah, I've seen I've played especially with Hyakinthus a lot. I really like he usually tracks discards really well. Like he has a little thing where he puts crosses out. And that's really intimidating, and I think it tells me that he's ready to learn. So I'm pretty scared of him. And Btrain just won everything. So this was one of the matches that I thought was going to be closest when looking at the brackets.
Awesome.
So I'm definitely looking forward to see what happens here.
I've never seen either of these players. I've actually seen most of these characters in play, so I'll actually have some interesting things to say for once. But never seen either of these players here, so I can't really give much in the way of that.
So what's the password?
I don't have the room yet. As I said,
Really?
Yep, I'm still waiting for. Said he just got in touch with Hyakinthus, so I figured that would be pretty forthcoming.
Yeah, I see the server up. And there's 2 people in there, so.
Oh yeah, there it is. Enter server password. I'm gonna take a wild swing here and just see if it succeeds. I'll tell you in a minute if it is. It does not exceed, I can tell you that much.
Oh.
I'm just gonna ping them for the password, or DM them for the password. Who's the one who actually contacted us? Since Hyakinthus does not appear to be online.
Btrain.
Btrain? Okay, yeah, thank you. So should have an answer on that one pretty soon here. Uh, 1 2 3 1 2 3. So pretty easy. I guess anybody who's watching the stream now can watch it live. They don't need us anymore, Mix.
Yeah,
Well,
I was thinking of telling you to PM me the password, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. We'll see if someone joins. So.
well, hopefully not, because there's only 4 spots.
There's actually 2 hosts. So maybe Hyakinthus is actually practicing.
Yeah, because I didn't get the right.
Yeah, and I'm seeing a Btrain lobby with.
Okay, apparently he was having. Okay. Apparently Hyakinthus, he was having trouble getting a hold of him, but it looks like he's got a hold of him now, so.
I'd not be surprised if Hyak was practicing
Practicing? Yeah.
just now. Plays a lot.
Alright. Oh, here we go. Btrain's room. That's what I want. Alright, here we go. All right, and we're loading in. Yeah, I think just Hyakinthus would be fun. Well, yeah. Although it makes
Yeah, we don't need it.
Yeah,
We could just direct them to do things.
exactly. And they have to listen because of reasons. All right, who do you think is coming out game 1?
That's a very good question. I have no idea what Btrain's conflict picks are. Never seen them play.
Me neither.
But
I think... Go ahead.
for Yak, I'm thinking Propeller Knight. I've seen his Propeller Knight a bunch of times.
I think
I think
Propeller
it's
Knight's
what he's
low-key...
more experienced with.
I think Propeller Knight's low-key like one of the stronger characters in the game too. I think if I knew Propeller Knight was coming out, I'd probably go with Shovel and Shield. But if I didn't, I might expect Syrus. I knew that was the first one he entered on the list here. Looks like they've replaced the coin with a D20. I've seen this before. A couple of different players will do it.
Yeah, it's just saying the coin's a bit tricky.
Well, as long as they're doing the same probability, I personally don't have an issue with it.
Honestly, I'm not sure the probability even matters. Even if the play is set that one player always goes first, I mean, it doesn't really matter. As long as they agree to it.
I did get confirmation from Taxicab that Gentleman's Rule is in effect, so if both players agree to it, it's all good.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Well, at least we know that Hyak won the coin flip, or in this case, die roll.
Alrighty. See the players assembling their teams here. Just kind of waiting on that. I think I'm going to switch over to the fight scene here, so that everybody else can see it. I say that. Oh, there it goes. Alrighty. Oh, wow. Looks like they've already made their decisions, too. Looks like it's going to be Remiliss versus Propeller Knight to start with.
Not really surprised. Remiliss is pretty good.
Yep.
Propeller's, yeah, is a comfort pick.
Alrighty. See the templates going out. So.
So you see Hyak has 2 copies of cards, one for each character, and he's pulling out normals. And you can see the space between the specials too. This is because he's going to start putting lines to count which cards are down.
That makes sense.
And he really likes to do this. I think that it shows that he's good, or that he wants to improve, and will help him in this matchup.
Yeah.
Especially since Remiliss burns a bunch of cards, so...
Speaking of, we see a 5-card mole from Remiliss, so... A very aggressive mole. She's hunting for something there. Probably one of her transformers, I'd imagine.
Most likely, Toxic Tendrils.
Yeah.
Even Irradiate is good. I don't think Propeller Knight has a bunch of answers. He can headwind the Toxic Tendrils, but not the Irradiate.
Yeah. Alrighty. Looks like we see just a 2 mole on Propeller Knight's turn. And looks like we're about to actually get into the match proper.
Instantly berries.
Thank you, Btrain.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Get rid of that irradiate.
Radiate's really safe here. This is a dive, but
Alright, we see the light coming out.
the light makes Toxic Tendrils pretty safe.
Yeah.
It loses to a bunch of things, but really what you want is to land it.
Yeah, as long as you can get a transform on with a transform attack. If you didn't take too much getting it online, you're in a good shape, good shape. Having that second UA basically, it's very valuable.
Yeah, you could treat it as a UA. You could probably print that on a character, and they'll be fine. That's how strong it is.
Yeah. Alrighty, looks like we see the defend coming out, so you'll have the classic.
Ready for anything.
Yep, you'll have the classic speed versus guard situation.
Of course, if Remy moves in, then she can threaten some spikes or just Toxic Tendrils that dodge opponent.
That's true, that's true.
Thus proving once and for all that light is better than defense. But who needs that when you can just strike? When you make any X, this can be anything.
This is a very scary opener. Of course, Remiliss's ability allows her to spend 3 force to make an attack in EX. So just +3 speed, +1 power, +1 armor, +1 guard. Currently being threatened at +1 armor, +3 guard. Whatever Propeller Knight throws out. So, just in general, a real scary opening.
This is almost too insane. The X is a bit unnecessary.
And we do see the other copy of Irradiate here.
And the Irradiate completely stuffs the cross.
Yeah, that's going to be enough speed there. 6 speed is going to win the speed tie there. And yeah, normally defensive cross is pretty safe, but not when a light is out in the field and it is an EX attack.
That probably explains why he airs.
Yeah. Yeah, good play on Remiliss's part here. She got him for 4, but more importantly, she now has launch sequence online, which is a pretty good transform.
The only problem is both radios are down, so Propeller Knight can do a lot of more shenanigans at this range. Especially when she can't even EX. She doesn't have the force for it.
Yeah. Yeah, spent a lot of resources here. Will he be able to capitalize on this opening?
The power's not right.
I was going to say, you mentioned Headwind earlier, but it looks like it's not going to be sufficient.
Okay. That way it actually hurts.
Oh, did you not take the EX damage?
Yeah.
Thank you for catching that.
This is a strike from Propeller. At this range, with both irradiates down, Headwind is so safe. It's just free 3 damage. There's nothing she can do about it.
It looks like she knows that she's going to go ahead and wild swing. Likely... Oh, dive. Interesting. I mean, she still has to invalidate, but... Oh, no! You hate to see that.
Terrible.
Oh, no.
This is why you don't wild swing. Your best card just go down.
That is incredibly rough.
Yeah, initiate launch is usually really, really good for Remy.
That is almost considered reshuffle immediate rough. She's going to pay 1 force to only take 1 damage out of that dive. feels like about the right decision there. But oh
This
man,
probably warps the game a little bit. She usually needs those to actually get the X's when she flips.
yeah,
So we'll probably see a non-flip game from Remy. She's a bit draining on her resources.
at least until reshuffle, I would agree with you.
Oh yeah, then after reshuffle, of course, everything goes back.
I think if you're Propeller Knight, you are happy to see that. He completely bluffed, but he got away with it. Of course, now he's at range 1, which I feel is very favorable for Remy compared to Propeller Knight.
Yeah, Propeller here has a Propeller pole and not much else.
It's true, yeah.
Definitely not as threatening as he was before.
Oh, and looks like there was a disconnected there on my part. Did you get disconnected?
No.
No? Okay, cool.
So I can tell you what's happening. Propeller is striking.
Propeller striking? Okay. Let me know if Remiliss EXs it or anything like that.
Probably. His threats here are just normals or his special versions of normal. Super is basically grass. Pull is basically sweep. And you can stuff all that with just X sweep. The X sweep will be fine.
Yeah. Alright, we're connecting back in.
Yeah, while loading, I gave Remy the go-to to actually play.
Oh, awesome. I would have been fine if they played him out with you filling in.
Yeah, they were just waiting. I think it's okay. I was in EX Toxic Vendals.
Well, that's not going to stuff the grasp. It looks like that's going to go ahead and get shut down.
Incredibly unsafe. Calling out the slow part of the mix-up.
Yeah. Yeah, no, would have
And
come.
there goes both ultras. Basically means she has to spend so much.
Yeah, no, this is, despite her life total being higher, I think Remiliss is actually in a worse position here right now.
She is. Had to, Reclamation that Toxic Temple's back. Honestly, not sure if I would have done that. I would have just Reclamation, Initiate Launch. Because that's her tool to get that card back.
Yeah, I definitely feel like this is a short-term play on Remy's part, but that may also, again, be that she's planning on early shuffling. Remy can put out a lot of damage in the right spot, so...
Yeah, she just needs her combo to get live.
Exactly.
I do fear that she evaluated Toxic Temples a bit too highly here in this specific situation, but we'll have to see how important it is later on.
Exactly. I believe I've got a little bit of Steam weirdness because there is a copy of Toxic Tendril sort of floating out here.
Oh yeah, that one's in her hand actually.
Yeah, so just keep that in mind if you're watching. That is not live.
If you sit down, you can click it and it'll go back in hand.
That's true.
So you pick a color.
Or I could just wait for that to happen.
Oh, she had EX Toxic Tendril. That's funny. Why did she not just EX it then?
Probably just action economy. She just didn't have the turns to do it until it was discarded, and then. Alrighty, looks like we've got a engineered destruction. A lot of normals there, so and I don't think either focus is down. So
Not for Propeller.
yeah, so I'm not sure how many of those she takes there. She does take the cross.
I would take all of them. Propeller can only cannonball. And sure, I mean, he can cannonball the block, but that's not...
Yeah, fair.
Shouldn't be too much of a problem. And you really need those resources.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess you can EX them since your ultras are down. You're gonna have to pay full price anyways.
On the other hand, I really want to see reading into cannonball. I'll totally name Cross just so she can't run back in.
Yeah, that feels like the right play if he has focus in hand. But
yeah, name Cross a block.
Yeah, and given that he's hovering over his cards, coming back to that one right there, I suspect he may have something to that effect, or not. Looks like he's preparing to prep.
Is that a CC0 that I just saw?
Excellent question.
Damn, Remy is live. That's a lot of reaction times.
Yes, it was.
CC0.
Okay.
I feel like just getting the extra filtering from prep is better than
Yeah.
the no information, but
looks like, yeah, as you said, Remy's live. All transforms online.
especially she can now CC those cards away and not lose any tempo. Only value that.
Yeah, really scary. Really scary there. So now the question is, how does she get her high value attacks back in there and start landing them?
Well, the run boost is nice.
It's true. It's true. All right. A lot of thoughtful play from these players. They're really, neither of them is rushing in or making gut decisions, which I think is showing of both of their expertise. Propeller Knight, however, is going to exceed, looks like. Retreating 2. And has the new Propeller action, which allows them to move and then strike.
Yeah, that's really good. Which means that if she runs in, she can retreat 1 and cannonball for 6 damage pretty
cleanly. It looks like we are seeing the run.
Almost cleanly. She can EX dive now. It's really the problem with radiation.
Seldom is the radiation truly clean.
Yeah. Nothing is clean against. Now I disconnected.
Unaware. Yes, it appears you have been disconnected. After the next strike, I'll remind them to make saves too. Won't do that.
Oh, just remind them now.
They're going over, like, it looks like they're doing some real thought. I don't want to interrupt that.
That's fine. They stand still for too long, making auto saves.
Yeah, that's it. I'll shoot them a reminder as soon as this next action comes down.
So it's Propeller's turn. Yeah.
Yep. And I think you called it. Looks like the cannonball is going online.
I think the only thing that catches this is EX dive. Which, because Remiliss, she can do it
As long as she
just
has...
whenever she has a dive.
Exactly. Oh. Excuse me for a moment. I must mute my mic for a second.
So now we have Remiliss planning to spawn. Oh, he does not have that dive, but she would just once mill slam it. She does. But she does not EX it. I'm getting a fun bug of I can't see that card that Propeller used. Oh, Spike, that's always fun. Pretty interesting call out. Did Amy just forget about EXing her dive? Well, whatever mind games Propeller played worked out. It's a pretty interesting turn. You don't really see Spike winning from range 5. Okay, now they're saved, so if they crash, we'll go right back to the Spike.
Alright, sorry about that. I'm back on.
Welcome back. You missed the Spike
Ooh!
in your range 5 dive.
Oh, man. Always a high value play there. I see it. That's the last thing that happened out. It looks like she didn't DX it because she wasn't able to hit and stun that out.
Yeah, she doesn't have Volta, so every EX is going to cost 2 cards. Probably too expensive.
What,
CC3?
okay. That makes sense.
Loading up her hand.
I was a little confused as to why she was pointing to the block.
Oh, yeah. She can EX Grasp. That was fun.
Yeah.
Less expensive than normal Remiliss EX making.
Beats a lot of options. Does not beat Sweep or Focus, though, if Propeller Knight is aware. But you mentioned that Hyakinthus was is a more new player, so may not be aware of that particular matchup advantage she has.
I believe he knows the speed curve enough to know that's how attack speed class, but we'll have to see, right?
That we will. That we will.
Specifically, you can see behind him all the little crosses that he's doing. Indicates, for example, her EX attacks are Grasp and Spike. The cheap EX attacks, of course.
Right. Her expensive EX attack options are much higher.
Not that high, you can see almost low specials.
Yeah, it's true. Looks like we've only got Napalm Stream and Caustic Vent online. Neither of which are awful, but definitely in the EX Grasp feels cleaner in most instances.
Yeah, EX Grasp would be the safest play. If she had to start. Also, you see that she still has Spike and Block in hand.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just not
terrifying.
afraid. Overreading. I guess she has a lot of normals available in her deck, so
She may also have forgotten that he knows that she has those. There's enough else going
maybe.
on. There's enough else going on that it's possible. It doesn't look like Hyakinthus has forgotten though.
No, he never forgets anything. That's basically his MO. Tracking everything down. So much so that he's thinking so much about his next move. There's actually not a lot of options to stuff Spike here.
Yeah.
Even with reading. Especially because of radiation, you can't headwind it. So maybe she's just thinking, yeah, those aren't punishable.
Hmm.
You can assault them. But I was looking at their specials.
Yeah, I mean, Assault, to be honest, well, no, you couldn't do reading with Propeller Knight actions, so yeah, Assault's probably the best option.
You can with Quickstep.
Looks like we're getting a... yeah.
Propeller.
But it looks like it's a regular attack, not a reading.
Huh.
Focus, which is going to cleanly trade with that. Actually, basically 2 to 4.
Basically. Focus is the best answer to Propeller Pull.
Yeah.
Than everything.
Can't pull it. Deal more damage. Get more cards.
Yep, that's a clean strike.
Yeah.
With that, I'm not sure what Propeller can do on defense.
Especially
He
at
still
range.
has Swoop, Zero Lunges, but she has the X Grasp. What more do you want?
Yeah. Interesting that he used Quick Step there. I guess for the extra speed, maybe? Interesting choice to use Quick Step.
He didn't use Quick Step, actually. He was going to.
Oh, he paid the... oh, he just did the regular Propeller
He
action.
just did the... yeah.
Oh, okay.
I feel like she should have done both, really.
Maybe, because then he had options to get away from Remiliss. Right now he's trapped in the corner.
Yeah, and Propeller Pull is much better if you can pull 2 and actually pull the 2.
Yeah, looks like we're seeing a defend boosted here. That to me is saying maybe ground 0 coming out.
Both con zeros are down. This is telling me sweep.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely has to be then, yeah.
Which dies to Stable Lunge, so that's always fun.
Yeah.
It's pretty relative. Takes 0 damage if it's EX. Actually, no, if it's EX, you have radiation, so yeah, EX sweep beats everything.
Yep. So the question is, does she have it in hand? Either sweep, to be honest. She's down at least one of them, so if she doesn't have the other one here, you might start seeing either an aggressive mill, or she could theoretically wild swing. She's only got 2 cards in deck right now, so...
that big hand size, I'm betting that she boosted the fan because she knows that she plays in hand and is unstoppable.
It seems likely.
Although you really don't need the fan for it to be good.
Yeah. That's my thoughts on it, but we'll see what actually happens. This again, it looks like Propeller Knight's having a hard time trying to figure out a good way to beat it. Doesn't know if she has it in hand. At this point, really, I think Propeller Knight's best option would be to try and move past Remiliss, right?
Yeah, so I'm thinking quick step and then move backwards and cross. That would be amazing.
That would be a really strong play if he has it available to him.
Problem is, then he loses to EX Grasp. You know what? Propeller pulls for.
It's true, and she does still have one grasp. No, she has both grasps available, so highly probable that she has it. If she doesn't have it, then she knows she can wild swing it.
Yeah, she only needs one of them to EX
it. Exactly.
Very tough position for Propeller. I think he just has to accept that he's going to lose a bunch of strikes in quick succession because.
Yeah, or he could EX.
Or EX. Or he can EX.
Let's see here. Oh, and we're not seeing the sweep. We're seeing Napalm Stream versus EX Swoop.
EX Swoop is spicy.
Yeah, and I think he gets away with it too.
He does. Remiliss in the X stat, so that misses.
Yeah, it's only gonna be 1 damage after armor, but it's still.
It's
It's what he needed. He needed not to be in the corner anymore.
It's 3 damage because of his UA.
Oh, right. It's at max range. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, Soup has a pretty deceptive power of 1. It's always 3.
Right.
That's not bad. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah. So she took 3 damage there? Oh no, looks like
I don't think she took damage yet.
Nope, other button. You have 1 armor, EX, you would have taken 3 total, yeah. Just a strong play then.
Well, loses to so much, but mostly beats EX Grasp. And I think that was the call he made. Still 1 button.
Yeah, and gets him out of range of EX Sweep. That would have been the time to play it, but she did not, so.
Yeah, he can just cross out of anything she can do now.
UA shouldn't trigger extra power on prop. Why not?
Might be giving away that he's new to Propeller Knight. So I think she took the full 3 damage. At least
she did. Yeah. She took. She should have taken 3. She had 1 armor, unless she X'd the other.
Yeah, she was at 20, right?
She was at 20.
19.
Oh, 21. Had 1 armor. Yeah,
okay.
So 18. Perfect.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Maybe he can just move in and
He also gets that nice Rose Toss continuous boost out there. So
just plus 1 damage. Nash has landed.
And then did he have the gauge to did he have the gauge from that? I guess it's a propeller pull right there, right?
He doesn't have to.
Hmm?
And I'm pretty sure he did not.
Yeah, the gauge is now, so it should have happened. It should have happened on cleanup. But I think that's what propeller pull was, because propeller pull was in the discard from before.
No, Propeller Pull hit that focus.
I thought that was.
It's a main fact that you don't have to get other card from hand to gauge. I don't think he did it.
You may. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that would be a misplay, but not illegal, so I'm not going to interrupt for it.
Not really a misplay. You really need those cards in hand.
I thought it was
free key charge isn't always something you want.
Fair enough.
It could be a misplay depending on his ultimate setup. I think for bot side,
No,
is available.
I just can't read. I thought it was out of discard. That's my fault. That's my
Oh,
fault.
okay.
Timing.
That would be so good if actually out of discard. They would actually create value.
Yeah, that would have been an insane play in that case, as opposed to merely a very good one.
Players are both thinking a lot about these plays.
Yeah, this is a slower paced match, but ultimately a pretty high level one. Looks like a strike coming down from Remiliss. Looking at his 2 options in hand and figuring she probably beats them at range 3. Not a bad idea. Range 3 is a pretty weak range for Propeller Knight.
Nominee has EX Lunge, no? Oh!
EX Assault is going to be... Oh, no. And she's
man, Remy is being so conservative on her force.
Oh, wow.
She could have EX'd that.
And it's max range. Well, that's only his special and ultras.
Yeah,
so
it
doesn't... Should have taken 6.
he thought the same thing you did. He thought the same thing you did.
Yeah. Should have taken 6.
On the live. Yeah, no, normals don't just get...
Yeah.
Let's just say this before they forget about HP again.
Alright.
That's really good for Propeller. Like,
yeah.
Insanely good.
I mean, there's very few times where a 10 life lead... Okay, cool. There's very few times where a 10 life lead is not good. Wait, hold on. Shouldn't he be at 12? Wasn't he at 18 at the start?
No, he had 17.
At 17 at the start of the
At 17.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, see, look at him giving away precious knowledge.
Okay.
Especially if Propeller somehow loses this game. Remy has really good tools, so I would not be surprised if she just blows him up. Especially reshuffle, draws a ground 0, flips. EX is able to, if with launch sequence.
Yeah.
There's definitely something. Yep, there is. See it? That's pretty interesting. She has so many cards in hand. She could just EX normally.
Yeah.
But now she'll need the initial launches to actually use this. Although EX Grasp is something that exists in this
setup. Still online, yeah.
Pushes them everywhere. I think if Hyakinthus his crosses are done right, that's her only natural EX. Still really powerful.
Yeah.
But
for some reason he doesn't have the block ticked off, but she did have a block out there. So interesting.
Yeah, must have forgot about it. It's not perfect after all. There's reshuffle, although I think you could have just drawn to the reshuffle, right? If you did prep.
Yeah. Well,
you just draw the last card and maybe he doesn't want the last card.
Maybe.
You'd be at 7 cards anyway and have this card. It's not exactly.
What that tells me,
maybe it depends.
What that tells me is EX Grass is in hand, because I probably would. Yeah, otherwise probably would have swung for it.
Yeah, EX Grass is in hand. The flip basically says that. Flip is so good with the EX Grass.
Well, it didn't need to be in hand for her to use it though, right? She could have wild swung and then paid for it because she only had the 1 card left.
Not after the flip.
Not after the. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
After the exceed, you're basically saying, yeah, I have the last EX in my hand. Which is pretty likely, so it's not exactly giving a lot of information.
Right. So she can continue to set up for next turns because she doesn't need to threaten it. Makes sense.
Yeah. Right now, she can just do anything she wants. And as long as she doesn't quick step into Propeller action.
I guess the other block wasn't down. I thought I saw her play it earlier.
It was. I think he just forgot, honestly.
No, look at her hand. He just copied her hand.
No, he's copying the cards that were left. As you can see, there were... there was 1 card in her deck. And she had 6 cards before shuffle. So she should have 7 cards unaccounted for. And he copied 8, so he made a mistake.
Yeah, interesting. I wonder.
He didn't catch the block. That happens.
Oh,
It
I
doesn't
bet that
really
block
matter
was
how
from
many.
earlier. Yeah, I guess it doesn't. It's just strange.
What you really need to know is how many grasps does she have.
2 in hand, it looks like.
Most likely. What can he do about this? He can retreat.
As long as he retreats more than 1.
Yeah. He can block. That's a thing.
Didn't catch to see if his sweeps or
Sweeps don't protect against EX Grasp anymore. EX Grasp pushes or pulls
oh,
3
3.
times.
Oh my gosh. I keep
Yeah, that's why
forgetting.
it's so good here.
I keep forgetting how good Yellow Death is. You'll have to forgive me.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
randomly good. Sometimes it just makes some things insane. Other things it just, for example, triple cross is okay, but triple grasp is insane. It depends on the trigger, really.
Yeah.
Propeller just preps. Probably just willing to eat whatever is happening in light.
I'd argue triple focus is pretty insane. Probably a positive trade, and then you also draw 3 cards.
It can be. It's not ground zero, of course.
Of course.
The light here tells me she got Toxic Tendrils or ground zero. It doesn't actually X.
Yeah.
That's what I take out of this game. If she just plays ground zero, just mashes ground zero, she just wins. I think.
Ground zero is 13 power here.
Yeah, but and then she's Remiliss with life lead.
Fair enough.
And an EX Wasp in hand, right? The Propeller doesn't really have a lot of insane stuff.
Yeah.
Not at this range. His buff curve stuff is just Saber Lunge and Launcher. Sadly, get undersped when play defensively against her EXs, so.
Yeah, well, we're about to see something come out of his hand, it looks like.
Not sure what you can do
but
here.
just as a boost.
Tech Light, probably?
That seems like the right play if he has it available to him.
Yeah. It'd be a tough spot. I would grasp and just bait out the ground zero. Because I'm not sure what else can happen here.
Yeah, I guess so, because if you're able to push or pull away from ground zero, it's suddenly much less scary.
Yeah. You can also do that defensively.
Correct. The Remiliss, of course, has both sweeps back potentially after the reshuffle. It is not impossible that she could be baiting for a grasp in order to throw out, for instance, an EX grasp of her own. Put him in the corner where he can't escape ground zero as easily.
Yeah, that would be a pretty good play for her. But it really depends on what she do. That is new.
Yeah, there's a lot that could be going on here right now.
That's her public threats like the cross, the grasp, even cost event are all fast, all low damage. So the 2 new cards can be anything really. There's nothing. you can do depending on what it is. Quick
Looks
step,
Yep, looks like we're seeing a quick step here. Question.
probably running away.
Yeah, I'm almost wondering if this isn't a setup to Propeller Knight into strike.
I would not be surprised. Probably
And that appears to be it.
I predict it's a spike. Spike safe.
Yeah.
Since both assaults are down for Propeller, and Avalanche goes right back into Spike's range.
Yeah, I think if you're Remiliss, you kind of hope it's Saber Lunge, right?
Yeah, I don't think he can be much else. Everything else loses to everything.
Alrighty. Oh, looks like you called the spike on one side of the board, but it looks like dive on the other. So that spike is... Nope.
Yep.
Oh,
the
speed.
spike was just
Yeah,
really
light.
safe
Yeah.
because of the light boost.
Oh, and we've got a parry coming out.
I think that's Cosmic Vent. And he just got the one card? No?
No? Why?
How did he get the
card back from discard?
Yeah,
I don't know. Do you want to ask?
I guess. What was it anyway?
I'm not sure.
Oh, he got the sweep back for some reason.
Yeah. Why though?
Am I missing something?
Okay, it was just a mistake. Yeah, that tracks.
It'd be interesting if you do whatever it is Bella paid. You just get information that consumption is in hand. Not that it helps you.
Yeah. Yeah, no. It's a scary attack there, but mostly it's going to be used probably as an EX strike at this point.
Finally draws nuclear option.
That's a scary draw.
Yeah.
You gotta think you wanna... If you're Propeller Knight, you probably want to get rid of that. Like, immediately.
Now let's her do everything. Not with this hand, but... Okay, the parry focus.
Okay.
I think he missed that was a focus. Already engaged. Either that or that was parry Exodia.
No, I think he did. He doesn't have it crossed off on his on his side. I think it's because it was pre-reshuffle. He just cleared all of his lines from the reshuffle. Oh, looks like he's fixed
Yeah,
up
see?
there. And the block is there as well.
And spy. And all the cards you know that are in hand. I guess not.
Yeah. That
Yeah, this game's gonna take forever if he keeps not taking like this, but that's tournaments.
Yeah.
Gotta take the edge that you can get.
I almost wonder if it wouldn't be better to do that physically, like it wouldn't be quicker. Remiliss running in there, threatening ground zero again. Though.
If it would be faster to just grab a set of cards physically and spread them out.
No, like have a notebook. Just like before the match, just write down your opponent's set cards.
Oh, but then you don't you lack the visual.
I guess.
Even if you know everything Remy has, you can't really stop it.
That's why
Here, Propeller Pull actually beats the EX class.
That's why she's considered S tier, I believe, right? Just
Yeah,
you know what she does, but doesn't really help
can't
much.
stop it.
She shares that in common with Sagat.
What is she gonna do? In grasp?
It's possible.
This has to be Felpal. It's the only thing that really beats it. It doesn't even. It loses to the EX class. That's funny. Yeah, you can fully bot side. Yeah, that works. That works. It's a very expensive Propeller ball.
Eee.
Do my damage, so who cares?
How is he? Oh, he's stunning me. That's why. Okay.
Yep.
Ooh.
And that also has infinite range.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
Luckily for Remiliss, Ground Zero can just break his pan open.
Yeah, as long as you can land it now. He is, of course, far away and difficult to pin down.
Can move in, especially with that consumption used as force.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good neutralization of that EX class threat. Is needed. Play the only counter to it. Not the worst.
Yeah, no, it was a pretty scary spot there. Alright, you're seeing the consumption boost here. Card from Gage is going to go back to hand, and then all copies of that from the discard. What?
Nope, that's CC2.
Oh, my gosh. That makes a lot more sense, though.
Yeah, I think that actually much better. Especially when you have radiation, which means they just have more range. There's nothing not much Propeller can do about it. Especially Occidentals here. I think beats almost everything.
Yeah. So she's at 4 life, but she is definitely not out of the game. Oof. A lot of consideration being put into what to do here. Propeller Knight action. What are you thinking this would be here?
Propeller in. I would expect an out.
Well, it is
Say
going
lunge.
to say it is going to outspeed Caustic Vent.
That really hurts for Remy.
Yeah.
Fortunately, she's not dead.
Yep, that armor is going to save her at the very least. But she is going to be stunned. And then it looks like he's going to have to choose to either gain advantage or return Saber Lunge to hand. Looks like that's going to be gain advantage.
Flanks.
Ooh.
We forget lethal.
Threatening lethal with anything here, pretty much, including
With the
grasp.
grasp, of course, into Ground Zero, which is just too slow.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to throw Ground Zero of your Remy here, right?
Yeah,
a little surprising
but
she didn't EX it, but didn't.
It is EX.
Oh, it was
with
EX?
launch sequence, but it doesn't matter. She's
yeah.
dead.
Oh, yeah. It didn't matter in the end because yeah.
Wow, I did not expect this.
It's a rough game.
Just keeping the lead. As Propeller, really solid.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and give.
Pretty hard to just keep a lead as Propeller, honestly.
Yeah, just a really strong playing from Propeller.
Dances around Remy's options.
So who do you think is coming out next?
I don't think Remy's coming out, honestly. That made her look so bad.
Yeah.
You have to be honest. Just those readings, those soups, the avalanche.
I'm gonna call Syrus versus Seijun here. I think that's what's coming out.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, that I think makes sense. Syrus was fun to play, and I think Seijun is the other Hyak conflict pick.
Absolutely.
I believe I've not seen his Seijun that much.
Yeah. I'm also going to take this time to sort of promote try.exceedfightingsystem.com, where you could get your own copy of the Ryu versus Ken decks. Of course, if, like most of us, you are stuck under the universal quarantine, you can use the XFF Balanced Breakfast mod on Tabletop Sim to give it a try during that time.
Yeah, Tabletop Simulator is almost always on sale. $10, pretty much get everything. Really good deal. Just look at me shilling for the game.
Oh, it looks like
But
Remy is coming out, but looks like it is going to be versus Seijun. Yeah. Well, I get half points at least, right?
Yeah, and you get the other half.
That's nothing. It's just like I only got half of my bracket prediction going on for me right now.
Oh, don't even talk about that. I forgot what mine was for this match. Honestly, it's 50-50. But of course, now I hope I bet on Hyak, obviously.
Yeah, that's it's an understandable one.
This matchup is interesting. Ink Splash outspeeds almost pretty much everything. Maybe you can do a 23. And both characters like to EX a lot.
Yeah. Ink Splash in general is a pretty scary move, as is Ink Spike.
The mix-up is usually more scary than either individually.
True.
Mostly just having both makes her so threatening at Twitch 3.
Alrighty. Looks like we see a two there.
I already made it engineered destruction.
Does hold on, does Seijun start? Yes, he draws 2 additional. Okay.
Yeah, when we started.
Wait, which one started?
Maybe. She had 5 cards.
She has 6 in hand.
Yeah, that's because she's using engineered destruction.
Oh, I missed the entire thing. Ignore me.
Yep, she got consumption and some other special that I missed. I think Consequent.
Okay.
And do not keep focus nor block. And that card actually lets you draw 1 more because you return. Oh, you really feeling the pressure?
It's pressure.
I think that the Propeller game hurt his morale.
Yeah, definitely. We feel your pain here.
Experience does not always contribute to skill. Sometimes just a newcomer can come in and whoop your ass.
Yeah. The other thing is, his mains have rotated out. He's been playing since season 1.
That's true.
I don't know.
Maybe even just an Alice man. Does exist.
Ooh, no.
Alright, he had range 4. I mean, there's only really one option she has. It's to close in.
Yeah.
Defense, because defend beats the close in. I think specifically lets you
Lets you
do
sweep
some other
against.
range.
Lets you sweep against.
Yeah, I guess it lets you
Hyakinthus.
sweep things.
Or Foxfire against it. A lot of.
Foxfire range 4? That would be funny. Or are you thinking against Remy closing in?
Yeah. I don't think we're gonna see Remy closing though.
Yeah, not with that against that light boost.
I'm anticipating an irradiate.
Really, it loses to both of Seijun's range options, which I'll close in. But not if you just DX transform in our guidance.
That's definitely an option to do.
I'd sooner just DX strike with it, but you know, this way you can spike. It spikes pretty damn safe here.
Yeah. A lot of options are now. Alrighty.
Another like that makes sense. Maybe really wants to hit this strike to get her transforms going.
Yeah. Interesting to see 7th cross characters boost warring against each other.
Oh, they're as good as the other at boost line.
I guess that's a good point. You don't have to worry about them out boosting you because of your need for transforms, but
Yeah, both of these characters lack continuous boosts really. Remiliss has initial launch, so it's top tier good, but other than that, nothing else on the character.
yeah. Nope. And we see the fierce boost. Boost after boost.
Not afraid of anything. Boost was a fun.
Okay, here we go.
I'm tired. Probably wants to land that toxic tendrils.
Certainly, certainly.
Even Irradiate is good. That's a pretty strong mix-up.
So the question is, what does Seijun have in hand that answers that? Either.
I mean, she used to have now Guidance EX.
No longer, though.
Then EX Dive. That'll be funny. Probably does not have it since she's not mashing it.
Okay, get this. Get this. Alright. Get this spicy. EX dive into ground 0.
Yes. Yes, it is what I need to see in my life. I don't know who wins the trade because a lot of numbers. But that's funny.
I think EX. Hold on, EX dive may not be enough because EX dive would be what 6.
I think EX Dive wins the trade by 1, something like that.
Yeah.
Still great.
Oh, here it comes.
Wait.
Cross. It was a bit. Oh.
He has to spend. He has to spend for the. I mean.
Oh, deciding Kitsune's pride.
Yeah. He doesn't need to spend anymore because Cross beats everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think
so. This is pretty awkward.
Yeah.
I'll do it as. Let me make the mistake.
Oh, looks like they still were spending, so.
Yeah. Really there in the VOD chat.
Interesting.
She said she was spending. Bye.
EX Spike loses to. Yeah.
Spike's cheeky. Beats Irradiate and. Oh, yeah, it beats both sides of the mix up.
But did not beat the cross bluff, which, remember all that boost warring?
Yep. Just the bluff?
I say, what have I told you? Alright, looks like we're getting a 5-card draw there. Ancient Ambition, that's a good draw.
That Ancient Ambition made this strike heavily favor Seijun. Since she basically lost nothing.
Yeah.
And now we're back to an instantly game of footsies and no one can hit.
What are the chances this game goes to deck out, you think?
If deck out, Seijun loses, I think. Depends on who exceeds.
Alright, looks like we got a card change of 3. Shouldn't the Assault be... Yeah. Shouldn't the Assault be on the top there?
Does it matter?
That's true. I guess Remy doesn't really interact with the discard pile.
Matters.
I don't think she cares about discard order.
Well, they're asking about it. That's fine.
Yeah. See, the other two could have been in any order.
It matters for nuclear option, actually.
Okay. Okay, so it does matter.
And especially for that into a lot sequence, which makes the guard into EXs.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
right.
I also like the run here from Seijun.
Yeah.
The range 4 specifically, because of Kitten's pride, means she can threaten her ink mix-ups. Of course, that makes them really expensive, and thus the X is not maximized.
Looks like Remy's going to go ahead and call her on it. Strike coming out. Put the ball in Seijun's court.
I think Ink Splash beats everything.
Seems pretty safe at this range.
Go at 5 speed, which I suppose loses to. No, it stuns Irradiate.
Yeah, and it's not an EX coming from Remy, so.
Yep, and it cannot be an EX. No, shape or form. So much liberation. Just smash the splash.
Just go for it. You got it in hand, probably.
Maybe he doesn't. That's probably the problem. In which case, he has to guess between Radiate, which loses to Spike, or Dive, which loses to a slower option.
Oh, here we go. Actually seeing an attack come out there. EX.
EX, Kitsun's Pride, yep. And I hope that's Ink Spike.
Ink Splash. Seems like a lot of resources going out here for that, but I guess it did win the
Yeah,
strike.
you really do not need to exit.
Yeah. Wow.
The most debated 10th farm of all time.
Yeah.
Do you want to be Ryu? Do you not want to be Ryu? It really sucks that she lost both Ink Splashes.
Yeah.
Maybe you cannot just do the mix up again. Just with a special instead of live.
Yeah, it's it definitely definitely seems like a lot of resources for that extra damage, but I'm not really sure what she was trying to stuff there either.
Probably just stunning things, honestly.
Yeah.
I think you need. Yeah, you technically need the EX to stun nuclear option, but she couldn't play nuclear option anyway.
Right. Yes, I don't know that nuclear option does much at this range.
It would hit. It has guard, but needs an actual dodge.
Yeah.
Because the event getting something back. Getting engineer
destruction.
destruction again.
Yeah.
It seems pretty low value with that hand, but probably signaling that that she has nuclear. Yeah, you can't just flip your hand like that, but it's okay. It can get buried now. And I hope it gets buried. Okay, so he just buries the one that he got back. That feels more like block bait than a card you really need at this point, especially when you have initial launch. You don't need to pay 3/4.
Yeah, that's
EX and I guess just courtesy not using the information that they got.
feels like a big brain play potentially. Let's see what goes on here though.
The EX makes everything safe, especially when Splash is down. She can mediate, and it will only lose to EX expired.
Seems strong.
And even then, it wouldn't actually.
But it's a strike that really Remy needs to win at this point. She doesn't have any transforms online. She doesn't have any gauge. She's down 5 life.
Yeah, no gauge really sucks. Means she can't get initiate launch back. She probably lands a free transform here.
That's so yeah. So that's pretty safe. Oh. Gonna have to go right into the next match after this one. Just look at the time.
You have another match scheduled to cast?
Yeah, at 3. So I am now cheering for Seijun.
Yeah, both of these players are just thinking a lot on their turns. I know he asked because he's tracking all these cards. you can at least see visually why he would take this long.
Yeah.
Not want to rush, and I think that's a
Oh,
really
okay.
valuable thing. He's still tracking cards. He just
Oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna rush him. I just may have to.
you have to leave.
Yeah, I may have to say. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. If it's necessary, I'll stream the other one.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll split cast out potentially. Let's see what happens. That's
Okay, double parry.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, calling her out.
that's solid.
Yep.
This is like backwards. It's backwards vent.
Ooh.
Anti-parry. I mean, there goes both vents, but there goes both blocks.
Yeah.
I'm honestly not sure who won that exchange.
I don't think they are either, so it's fine. We'll figure it out when
Yeah,
next strike
when,
when the next strike occurs in 15 minutes.
but first they need to boost war a little bit, okay?
Hey man, I mean, listen. I'm only making fun of it.
Out.
I say I'm only making fun of it because it's just like too giant brained for me. I'm like, no, set, strike, go. If I could make these kind of like 4 move ahead plays, 4D chess plays, I would. But
I mean, I do feel like they would be better off playing the obviously best value, like that tech.
yeah,
I mean, you've had it in hand before. You would just take that. But I suppose, he baited reclamation
before attacking it. Makes sense.
before taking it.
That's what I mean. These 4D plays.
But like then he could parry the initiate launch from hand. So it's just too big brain for me, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Is you and I we're gut players. We play with our guts. These are genius players. And I
play with their minds.
Yeah, and I hope that. Well, I'm out of winners bracket, so I hope whoever wins this gets to race you, so I can see that that interaction, because I think that'd be fun. But as it is,
and they're both really thinking players. Really funny to see who wins, actually.
Yeah, this is the kind of match that couldn't happen in a traditional fighting game. It basically has to be in a turn-based one like this.
Yeah, this has to be an online one because you actually have timers.
That too.
These players must hate timers, actually. So after that was tech, did they prep?
Card change.
Oh, that's where the glass was down. So passive. I don't know.
All right. Looks like we've got a fierce boost after that deliberation, and the parry.
Parry. I'm assuming expire. Yep.
Yeah, you assumed correctly.
This is not a pick on the fierce. Because the last 6 actions had all been null.
I mean, there's fighting going on here. It's just not the traditional strike variety. Honest question here: does this game go to deck out?
Maybe.
I mean, both these players.
Both characters, both.
Both these players have got each other's number pretty sufficiently. Oh, you went ahead. Looks like you dropped.
Yep.
Gonna go ahead and do this.
Does that this time. You can just continue. It's not like we're interrupting anything.
Yeah, no, no plays have been made since you dropped.
And my internet is dropping randomly for some reason. This goes back up instantly. The call doesn't even drop.
Yeah, I'm just gonna suggest making a save next opportunity. Tabletop has
You
been
need
pretty
some
stable
elevator
today.
music.
I do have music playing actually right now. It is not elevator music though. It is. I am playing the Hotline Miami 2 soundtrack, or Miami 1 soundtrack rather. So
That's too intense for this game.
it is.
Just
It is. Might switch to the. Might just switch to Crystal Shards soundtrack. I mean, again, there is a lot of counterplaying going on here. It's just we're only seeing some of it in the form of cards coming out, and we're seeing very little of it in the form of strikes. But there is a lot of like
they're playing the game.
yeah, there's a lot of deck management and stuff like that. It's just again,
This is the real high level plays.
yeah, this is oh, here we go. Looks like a strike's coming out now.
A strike with extra range.
Seijun is waiter options. It's the other ink spike.
You know, you're right. But I still like to say that it's assault.
Giant brain.
It can be either. It can be either.
It's spike.
just spike.
Just spike.
Just spike. Norman against Remiliss.
I mean,
Oh, do you think she's just gonna block? One block is up, I think.
I don't know. I honestly have no idea what this is, despite the chess going on here. I have not been able to follow it. All I know is whatever it is.
Because players are playing FCC things away, are spending things for Kitsune's Pride. You just don't really see those cards go away one at a time.
It's Foxfire. She's baiting out that dive.
That gets stunned, but other than that, yeah, it works. Oh, it doesn't get. I forget Seijun is Seijun.
No. Seijun's, it's only got 4 guard. It would get stunned on a dive.
No, but she has +2 guard.
Oh, right. For all. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
God.
Every time I look at Foxfire, I just look, oh god, I think he's down. And I remember.
I'm pretty happy there was no Seijuns in our pools because that is definitely something that would have gotten me. Alright, you ready into dive? Looks like dive's gonna outspeed.
That was a feint. That
Yeah.
Kitsune's fight was not useful.
Yeah, it was just a head play there.
Yep.
But again, right now I'm cheering for Seijun because I have to cast a match at 3, so I am.
I'm also rooting for him because just look at how many strikes he's won. Just out of mind games.
Yeah.
Oh,
well.
This is worse than bailing. But, is this what you wanted?
Not really, no.
Yeah, me neither. Well, if the opponent agrees, you can. As any other character, as any other transformed blind character, this is a pretty bad position.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to concede if you think you're going to lose here because.
But you're Remy.
Yeah.
This is not a losing position. This is like even. This is even position for her. Depending on Seijun's card, depending on her cards. Sucks everyone wants to get to see the rest of this amazing game.
Yeah, I mean,
And
honestly, that was
this
some very high level play there, so I was pretty happy to see it. Well, theoretically, join us in. Oh gosh, 30 minutes. Okay, we'll see how that goes.
30 minutes to set up?
Hopefully.
Do you have a co-caster?
Not at this juncture, but I have got to.
I'll probably be there.
We'll do it live. I'll figure it out. Mix, it's been fun. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, see ya.